Hi everyone! We managed to take a short ferry ride and get away for a few days to Saltspring Island, which is a small place off the coast of British Columbia, and I decided to take you along and show you a little of what it's like. Our first stop is the farmer's market, where everything is either homegrown or handmade. I can't wait to check this out. Oh wow, look at these gorgeous peonies. These are my favorite flowers.
Look at this is the real deal. Yeah.
We checked out a few of the shops, and the Twang and Pearl is one of my favorite stops.
And we're just at this cute little place called the Switchboard Cafe, and I think we're gonna have a coffee.
We're staying at a cabin on St. Mary Lake, which is a short drive from town, and I'll show you what it's like.
And I'll give you a little tour of what it looks like inside.
And here's the view outside. Beautiful forested area, and then there's a lake just further down that way, and I'll get that later. So while we're here, we're gonna do some cabin cooking, and I brought some ingredients from my pantry, and we're gonna make linguine with clams, and it's gonna be so delicious. Uses a lot of pantry ingredients, and I'll show you how it's made. So this is everything we're going to be using to make our linguine with clams. So I have about 4 cloves of garlic chopped up here, and you can use more or less. A good rule of thumb would be maybe 1 clove of garlic per person, but I always like to put more. So this is a few cloves of garlic chopped up. I have some olive oil. I have a bit of white wine. You can use chicken broth if you don't want to use white wine, but I like to use a bit of white wine. You'll end up using about 1/4 cup. 2 cans of clams, and some Parmesan cheese. And the only thing I am missing is some parsley, and we just didn't have any fresh parsley, but that's okay. We can leave it out this time. And salt and pepper to taste. So I've heated up about 3 tablespoons of oil in this pan, and I've put in my clams and 2 tablespoons of the clam juice. And I'm just going to put in a little bit of pepper. And you would do that to taste, however much or however little you want. I'm going to put in a few shakes of salt and 1/4 cup of white wine. And like I said, you can use chicken broth if you want instead, but this is just going to give it that nice texture. And then just in the last 2 minutes, I'm just going to warm this through. And then just for the last 2 minutes, I'm going to put in my garlic. So I don't want anything really overheated. I just want everything combined and mixed together. And then we're going to cook our pasta and add it to the pan and serve it up and top it with some Parmesan cheese, and it's going to be so good. So this has been cooking for about 2 or 3 minutes, and this is how your sauce should look, something like this. So here's our pasta dish all done, and now we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top and just drizzle a few drops of olive oil, and this is going to be so good.
Well, it's about 7 a.m. and I've had my coffee and done a bit of reading, so I think I'm going to take you down to the lake. This is a great time to spend a few minutes relaxing by the water and gathering my thoughts.
We've been coming to this lake for 20 years, and though a lot has changed in that time, there's some things that have stayed the same. And the past has brought us to the present, and now is the most powerful place to be. Now is the place of beginnings. You can take all the wisdom and knowledge you've gained and either take a first step with something that's been on your mind or a next step. So let's turn it into something good. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.